बचाओ,
देश बचाओ।
ये आपका राष्ट्र हित है। आप किसी व्यक्तिवाद या किसी राष्ट्रवाद के लिए अगर लड़ना चाहते हैं तो ये आपका राष्ट्र हित है। राष्ट्र हित के लिए लड़िए, जमीन पर लड़िए, सोशल मीडिया पे लड़िए। मैं आपसे फिर से हाथ जोड़ के आग्रह करता हूं कि इस सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म को हमेशा, जब भी आपके लीडर्स कोई ट्रेंड चलाते हैं ट्विटर पे या व्हाट्सएप पे, आप उनका सपोर्ट करिए और इस लड़ाई में उनका साथ दीजिए, क्योंकि ये आपकी अपनी लड़ाई है। लाल सलाम, यूएपीयू मार्च ऑन, यूएपीयू जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद।
अरे कौन लड़ेगा?
हम लड़ेंगे।
कौन जीतेगा?
हम जीतेंगे।
कौन लड़ेगा?
हम लड़ेंगे।
कौन जीतेगा?
हम जीतेंगे।
धन्यवाद।
Comrades, a big hand for this young comrade, Comrade Arpit Singh. Yes, rightly said. This is not a struggle for one day. This is a continuous struggle, continuous fight till we achieve whatever we are demanding. Comrades, I've told you right in the beginning, struggle has just commenced today against the government's move to privatize the public sector banks. This struggle will move on, will continuously move on. May I now request Comrade Subhash Naik George, President of Goa Bank Employees Association and leader of the workmen in Goa, to please address us.
Comrades, you are aware that during the last budget session, the finance minister announced that 2 nationalized banks would be privatized. Not only that, the government said that insurance companies would be privatized. Then the government is talking of selling all government land, privatizing all public sector units, and government is also saying that government has no role to play in business. Their role is only to govern. If everything is sold, if all government assets, all banks, all insurance companies, all PSUs are sold, what will be left to the next generation? The next generation would be paupers. If everything is handed over to the private organizations, job security that we enjoy in nationalized banks will not be there. Pension will not be there. Whatever wages and service conditions we have will not be there. So United Forum of Bank Unions has given a call for this strike on 15th and 16th, that is today and tomorrow, to oppose privatization of nationalized banks. We are opposed to privatization of nationalized banks. Today it is 2, tomorrow it will be 3, 4, 5, and soon we'll find that no nationalized banks would exist. And privatization of nationalized bank is harmful not only to the bank employees but also to the customers, because money kept in private banks are not safe, money kept in nationalized banks are safe. So we are opposed. This is just the beginning. UFPU will give a call for more strikes and more struggles, including indefinite call for strike, for which we all should be united and totally participate and make it a success and force the government to reverse its decision to privatize the banks. All the trade unions also looking forward to bank employees in the struggle against privatization of nationalized banks. Insurance company also is fighting. General working class also is fighting against the privatization of public sector banks. आवाज दो, आवाज दो, United Forum of Bank Unions, United Forum of Bank Unions, privatization of banks, privatization of banks, privatization of banks.
Comrades, now I request Comrade Sawan, representing officers in Union Bank of India, to address us.
Yeah, good morning, comrades. The majority what I have thought yesterday, because yesterday I flashed one small message: save banks, save India. I forwarded this message and requested my all family member, my all colleagues, all bankers, all friends to put as a status. Let me share with you within the 15 minutes, my entire group, you can check. It has changed to the status of Save Bank, Save India. We need to pass on this message to entire country, to entire customer. Who are the sufferers today? It is ultimately only the customer. If we say we have to protect ourselves as a banker, fine enough. Now government policies we have seen for last several years. That each and every program has been rotated to only banks. And that too only nationalized bank. Where anyone can tell me where this program has been floated and put in the private bank and got it successfully done? Nowhere. Now we said we have gone by the government guidelines. They post when in two stages when the nationalization has took place in 1970s, 1980s. The very purpose to reach to the common man, reach to the smallest people, to get them all the benefits of that little marginal farmers or the small businessmen, even for our children to get education loans, housing loans, retail loan, business loan has been so always tried and put forth from the nationalized bank. Now all of a sudden these private banks have come into pictures. You must realize what private banks customers are suffering, even for their holding the account in their personal name or in the corporate accounts. There are huge charges. That is also known to everyone. But this is the step they have taken towards the privatization to weaken the public sector's organization. My earlier speaker has mentioned a lot of things about the privatization to be taken place, which has been time and again they have put on these issues and they have slowed down it temporarily. But they wanted to ultimately take everything into the private sector and hand over to these big corporates in their country. We must take care of it. We must agitate. We must join all the demonstration. We should not keep any stone unturned to reach to this and get the privatization stopped. And I hope not today is this. Tomorrow also we will ensure that all are getting together through the customers and making aware of that privatization is harmful to the nation. UABA Jindabad!
Jindabad! Jindabad!
UABA Jindabad!
Jindabad! Jindabad!
UABA Jindabad!
Jindabad! Jindabad!
Comrade, one more time we have to sloganing it. हाँ? दिल से आवाज निकलनी चाहिए, हाथ ऊंचा करके आवाज दो, आवाज दो, आवाज दो। UABU जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद! जिंदाबाद!
UABU जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद! जिंदाबाद!
UABU march on,
March on! March on!
UABU march on,
March on! March on!
UABU march on.
March on! March on!
Privatization of the banks,
We oppose! We oppose!
privatization of the bank.
We oppose! We oppose!
आवाज दो, आवाज दो। कौन लड़ेंगे?
हम लड़ेंगे!
कौन लड़ेंगे?
हम लड़ेंगे!
कौन जीतेंगे?
हम जीतेंगे!
कौन जीतेंगे?
हम जीतेंगे!
UABU जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद! जिंदाबाद!
UABU जिंदाबाद।
जिंदाबाद! जिंदाबाद!
आवाज दिल्ली तक पहुंचनी चाहिए। UABU जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद! जिंदाबाद!
UABU जिंदाबाद।
जिंदाबाद! जिंदाबाद!
UABU march on,
March on! March on!
UABU march on.
March on! March on!
Comrades, we have restricted to these numbers because of the prevailing pandemic COVID. As I have told you in the beginning, the struggle has just begun, and this struggle will be a continuous struggle. So next time, when we come, we have to come here in large numbers. We also will organize a rally in the heart of Panji city. So comrade, let us prepare. In the meantime, I request one and all of you to please tell the public what are the bad effects of this privatization. Now I request Comrade Maxi Pereira, General Secretary of Goa Bank Employees Association, and a central committee member of All India Bank Employees Association to address us.
Comrades, at the outset, I extend my warm greetings to all of you and salute each and every one of you for coming here today to express your firm protest against the proposed decision of the government to privatize public sector banks. This decision of the government, which was announced to the budget in the whole floor of the House and subsequently substantiated by the Honorable Prime Minister in various statements and announcements, has created tension, has created upheaval in the life of every citizen of this country. It is not only a tension for the bank employees, but it is also a tension for the crores and crores of the common people of this country. It is not only an issue and tension for the banking industry, it is equally an issue before the financial sector, equally issue before the nation. And that's why everybody is worried today. As Comrade Thakur was mentioning earlier, in India we had a beautiful situation that whatever be the issue, whether one government comes or the second government goes, whether there is a flood or whether there is any other tension, the crores and common people of the country had tension about everything. Only one tension they never had. The tension of the issue of that saving bank in the public sector bank. They were sure, whatever be their issue, whether floods come or anything happen, my money in the public sector bank will be safe. This is the confidence, this is the trust that the common people have had on the public sector bank. It is this trust which is being now attacked by the government corporates. Everyone is aware. Why they are opposing, why they are tensed? Because we know the history of the private sector bank and we know the contribution of public sector bank. Privatizing a factory is one issue, but privatizing a public sector bank is a greater issue. It is not just privatizing an institution, we are privatizing the national saving of the country, of the people of this country, comrades. And that's why it becomes a bigger and larger issue which is going to affect each and every one of us. And that is why we have to fight. We are fighting not only for the bank employees, we are fighting for the common people of this country, comrades. Because if the banks are privatized, it is going to affect each and every one of us. The depositors, first of all, will be affected. The saving will not be 100% guaranteed. The service charges will go up. The minimum salary balance will go up. The common people of the country will not be able to open the account. It is a fact. It is an experience. Any of the private banks you go, how many common people will be able to go and start a bank? Today also they tell you there is no need to come in the bank. Do it digital. How many people will be able to do that? The borrowers also are going to suffer. The public sector bank has touched the life of everyone. I don't mind repeating, whether it is a white revolution, green revolution, whatever revolution that we have in the country today, it is because of the public sector bank. Our contribution to education, our contribution to the health, our contribution to the agriculture, our contribution to women empowerment, our contribution to the export, our contribution everywhere, it is only public sector bank. The infrastructure that you see in India today, the big industries that you see today, it is all contribution of public sector bank. The regional disparity which was there at one time, which has gone down, is because of the public sector bank. The rural improvement that has come down is because of the public sector banks. Banks, public sector banks created wealth, and this wealth which has been created with the hard toil of the people's money, the government now wants to hand it over to the corporate company. This is the tragedy. A public sector bank which has been a golden goose to the government, a public sector bank which has been like a milking cow to the government. You want to kill it for the love of the corporate. And that is why we come into picture. Because it is going to affect the employees also. There won't be any permanent job. There won't be any security of the job. Today we take a pride that we have a bipartite settlement. But mind you, once the banks are privatized, today if anything happens to my bipartite, if there is any violation to my terms and conditions of the salary, we can go to the writ petition in the High Court. But this facility is not available if we are privatized. We will not be able to fight. So jobs is a biggest issue. Today in public sector banks, there are reservations. Recruitment is taking place for the SC cadre, ST cadre, OBC, ex-servicemen, people with disabilities. All these reservations will disappear. There won't be any permanent job. I was going to the record that we had in HDFC Bank. In the all India level, we have a membership of 200 members. We have got a union of theirs. Total membership is only 200. But actual workers of theirs is more than 1 lakh because they are all on contract basis, competitive cost basis, all outsourced. This is going to face direct impact on all of you, the future generation which has joined this bank. Because there is a career here. This career will be affected. Today there is a transparency in our transfer, in our promotion, in our posting. All that will disappear. It will be an ad hoc system. This is a direct impact on the employment. There is an indirect impact because when financing is not being done in the private priority sector, when financing will come down in the rural sector, when financing will come down in the SME group, when financing will come in the rural sector, there again the employment will come down. And in a country where today we have got the highest unemployment ratio, 45 years more than it is the highest, we are going to add up to this unemployment, comrade. So matter is very serious, comrade. We are fighting in the interest of the nation. We are fighting in the interest of the common people of the country. We are fighting in the interest of the depositors. We are fighting in the interest of the borrowers. You can say we are fighting for the nation. We want the nation to come up. And the only way the nation to come up, only way the wealth can go up is through the public sector bank. Jan Dhan Yojana, Mudra, all those things, who has done it? Public sector bank. Recently you must have heard that the government announced that the private sector bank will be given on par to do government business. They are lifting the embargo. And the statement of the government was very interesting. The government said we want equal footing. Private bank, public sector bank, equal footing. That's why we are opening government business to a private bank. Fine. Then why don't the government tell the private banks they have to meet the target of the priority sector? Why does the government tell the bank that the Jan Dhan Mudra loan should be also met by them? Why does the government tell the private sector bank that they have to finance the agriculture sector? Public sector banks are doing social banking. Private sector bank is not doing any social banking problem. The issue before the public sector bank is only one. That is the NPS. We admit it. But the NPS are creation of the corporates. It is the corporates which are looted the public sector bank. And we have been demanding that everyone who has been a willful defaulter should be convicted under the criminal law of the land. Instead of convicting them, we are handing over the wealth of the public sector bank in the hands of those very corporates which have been looting us. And that is why, comrade, we have to fight. The fight is the interest of the public, and I agree with what our earlier comrade said. We have to involve the people. People have to be told, because if we don't fight now, there won't be anything to fight at all. Already there are restrictions. Public sector bank was giving us the economic freedom. The freedom will go. That's why let us involve the public. Let us use all our Twitter account, Facebook account to highlight it. I'm happy today. Lakhs of crores of people are coming to the bank asking us what is happening. More than 200 trade union organizations in the country has given a support to our strike, has written to the government not to privatize. Everybody is concerned. Only thing we have to take a lead and tell the public, and to this media which has been helping us, we appeal to the public. This is a fight of the public. This is a fight of the nation. Join us. Let us fight. I was reading there was a poster of Azad. Give me blood, I'll give you freedom. I am not asking the blood. Give us the unity and we will see the public sector bank remain public sector bank. This is how to be public. History has shown, comrade, if you go to the history of the movement or any nation, history has shown anybody who thinks that they are undefeatable, they have all been defeated. Look at the history, whether Napoleon time or Hitler time or any time. At one time we were thinking that these people cannot be defeated, but all were defeated. And we will, with our unity, with our total commitment, we will also defeat this unfortunate decision of the government to privatize the public sector bank. We have a conviction, and therefore we have to come together. We have to be on the street before they throw us on the street. We have to be on the street. We have to raise the voice everywhere, in our branches, in the market area, in the public area. Talk to the people and tell them, join us in this fight, and we will definitely overcome. With this, comrade, I once again greet you. I once again salute you. Let us march together and we will achieve the success. Thank you, comrade.
आवाज दो, आवाज दो, UFBU जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद
UFBU जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद
UFBU march on,
march on march on
UFBU march on,
march on march on
privatization of the banks,
we oppose
privatization of the banks,
we oppose
privatization of the banks.
we oppose
कौन लड़ेंगे? कौन लड़ेंगे? कौन जीतेंगे? कौन जीतेंगे?
हम जीतेंगे
आवाज दो, आवाज दो, UFBU जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद
UFBU जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद
UFBU march on,
march on march on
UFBU march on,
march on march on
UFBU march on.
march on march on
आवाज दो, आवाज दो, आवाज दो, आवाज दो.
Comrade Maxi Pereira, in a nutshell, presented before us the entire banking scenario in our country. He also has requested us to speak to the public, convince them what is in store for the public in case public sector banks are privatized. Comrades, the struggle, as I've repeatedly telling you, has just begun. Please keep on the tempo. Today is the first day. Our struggle is a continuous struggle, continuous fight against this move to privatize the public sector banks. We may have to go on an indefinite strike too. Trade unions all over the country are supporting the bankers. Today is in the strike against the privatization of banks. Comrades, I'm glad to announce here that this morning we have here with us our retired banker, the former General Secretary of Goa Bank Employees Association, and the present AIGC member, Comrade Prasanna Uttagi, who will greet us on the occasion. Comrade Prasanna.
Comrades and friends, on behalf of All India Trade Union Congress Goa State Committee, as its president, I greet you all in this struggle against privatization. The central government in the budget session has not only declared its intention to privatize the banking industry, the most vital sector of the economy, they have also declared their intention to privatize railways, electricity, oil industry, and several other. In fact, they have prepared a list of more than 100 public sector enterprises to privatize in order to fill their coffers. The deficit in the financing, they have mismanaged the whole economy, and therefore they are taking the shelter under the COVID-19 pandemic, because this condition of downward trend not only was after the COVID-19 lockdown was declared, it was much before, in 2019 itself. The whole economy was showing recession, and therefore that was the result of their mismanagement of the economy, and in order to correct it, they are creating further mess by this privatization of the public sector undertakings of this country, which are built through the sweat and the blood of the toiling masses. All of you have paid public exchequer taxes. Out of that taxes, we have built this public sector national assets, and now they want to sell it on the silver platter to the private sector. The very corporates, those who have looted the public sector banks, now they are trying to hand over these public sector banks to these private sectors through this privatization process. We understand amongst all the industries, banking industry is most vital because it is the reservoir of the wealth of the nation. We workers, as the president of the AITC, I move among the various factory workers. All the provident fund, insurance premium, other general savings, through so many ways, trade and commerce, their transactions, all money finally comes to the banking industry. And money means the universal commodity. The factory workers produce the wealth in the form of the commodities that all of you are enjoying from day to night. Still whole day, whole night, you enjoy those commodities produced by the workers. But this exchange of commodities takes place through the money, and this money is stored in the banking industry. That makes this banking industry most vital sector of the economy. And this money does not remain static. Banking industry creates credit facility. It means it creates more money in practice. It multiplies circulation of the commodities, the wealth created by the workers. Now problem is how this wealth should get distributed. This wealth should get distributed among all the population on the basis of their needs or on the basis of the greeds of few rich people. That determines the course of the economic development of the country, economic policy of the country. What we have noticed, what we have been experiencing, and what we are opposing is the anti-worker, anti-people, anti-national economic policies of the central government that is creating the huge gap between the haves and have-nots. There are crores of people who are suffering for want of fulfilling their needs of education, of healthcare, and basic necessities of life. And handful of people are growing rich and richer. Even during this national pandemic, the corporate houses, monopoly houses, few billionaires have become richer and richer. Their wealth has grown by 35%. This is on record by the experts. So we have to understand, when we are fighting against this privatization policies of the government, of the banking industry, at the same time we have to fight against this government's anti-worker, anti-nation policies in respect of entire economy of this country, in order to protect the interests of common masses. Common masses are definitely with you. I am participant in the bank nationalization rally and strike action in the year 1970. In 69, I had joined the banking industry, and only thereafter this movement had grown. When Supreme Court struck down in February 1970 bank nationalization, we bank employees all over the country had gone on lightning strike and opposed that striking down of the decision of the then Congress government, Indira Gandhi government, and we forced the government to renationalize the banking industry, and another ordinance was promulgated and the banks were nationalized. This process has continued and the nation has been benefited, as very vividly and succinctly explained by my comrade Magzi Pereira to you. So therefore, reversing the history of denationalization, privatization means denationalization of these private sector banks is most retrograde step, anti-national step, anti-poor state, anti-people state, and we have to oppose it tooth and nail. And this long-run battle, we shall fight together unitedly, and I am sure that we will succeed in this battle. Finally, in a democracy, the people are supreme. People elect the parliament. Parliament is supreme. Parliament passes the laws. Then we have to remember, when electing our representatives, while sending them to the parliament, we elect those who support the cause of the common people and not the people who represent the cause of the corporate interest. Today, those who are sitting in majority in the parliament, they are protecting the interest of few monopoly houses, corporate houses, local and foreign capital. We have to oppose that policy and see that the next parliament is elected by the representatives of people who truly represent the interests of the common people and oppose this anti-labor, anti-nation economic policy of this government. In this entire pandemic, we have noticed they have been helping through all measures. The supply side. Supply side means again the corporates comes, industries comes. Demand side, people don't have the money, capacity to purchase, but that has not been taken care of. That has not been absolutely, it has been absolutely neglected. Universal basic income, it has been professed by the topmost economists of the world. But our government is still trying to project its policies market-oriented. In market, market does not understand the democracy. Market understands only whether you have got the money in your pocket or not. Therefore, we want government to understand that the freeze DA should be released. Workers' installment should be given immediately. And in many factories, workers have not been given the promised salary of during the national pandemic period.
आवाज दो, आवाज दो, UAPU जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद
UAPU जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद
UAPU march on,
march on march on
UAPU march on,
march on march on
privatization of the bank,
we oppose
privatization of the bank,
we oppose
कौन लड़ेंगे?
आवाज आना चाहिए अंदर से, कौन लड़ाएंगे?
हम लड़ेंगे,
कौन जीतेंगे?
हम जीतेंगे,
कौन जीतेंगे?
हम जीतेंगे।
आवाज दो, आवाज दो। यूपीयू जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद
यूपीयू जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद।
यूपीयू मार्च ऑन,
मार्च ऑन, मार्च ऑन,
यूपीयू मार्च ऑन।
मार्च ऑन, मार्च ऑन।
आवाज दो।
United Forum of Bank Unions.
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद,
United Forum of Bank Unions.
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद,
United Forum of Bank Unions.
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद।
Privatization of banks.
We oppose, we oppose,
Privatization of banks.
we oppose, we oppose,
Privatization of banks.
we oppose, we oppose,
Privatization of banks.
we oppose, we oppose।
Unity of bank employees and officers.
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद,
Unity of bank employees and officers.
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद,
Unity of bank employees and officers.
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद।
आवाज दो, आवाज दो, आवाज दो।
United Forum of Bank Unions.
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद,
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 United Forum of Bank Unions.
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद।
Comrades,
Comrades, in the context of the farmers' prolonged struggle, a new slogan is emerging in this country. Farmers, workers, unity Jindabad. All workers and farmers, when unite, we are sure will be able to defeat this policy of the central government. So let us give one slogan: farmers, workers, unity Jindabad. Farmers and workers, unity Jindabad. Farmers and workers, unity.
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद,
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 किसान मजदूर एकता.
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद,
किसान मजदूर एकता.
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद।
Thank you very much.
comrades, I thank you very much on behalf of Unity in Goa unit who have come here today to demonstrate the limited time notice what we have given to you. Comrades, before we discuss, I have got some important announcement to be made. Tomorrow we are not meeting, but I request all of you to make use of social media, Twitter, to convince our customers. Give a target of 20 customers.